small crowd, but we're still so far away. I hope everyone's enjoying their start to summer. Had a good holiday weekend last week, and now we're back and we're ready to dive in together. So we're going to start with an opening song of praise, Shiru Ladonai, on page 648. Shiru Ladonai, Kol haaretz, Shiru Ladonai, Shir Chadash. Sing unto God all the earth a new song. I will sing unto God a new song. Sing unto God and we'll all sing along, all the earth a new song unto God. Shiru Ladonai, Kol haaretz, Shiru Ladonai, Shir Chadash. At this time, I'd like to invite up our Oneg families, the Waldmans and Juliet, to light our candles, the blessing for which can be found on page 120. Well, in absentia, I'd like to invite Juliet to help light candles on behalf of the Slater family, along with the Waldmans. Amen. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat. On page 138 and 139, we welcome in the Sabbath bride with Lecha Dodi. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pene Shabbat nekabela, Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pene Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, Hishmi'anu el hamiuchad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad, v'shemo tiferet v'litila. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pene Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, Ki hi mekor habracha, Nerosh mikedem nesucha, Sof ma'aseh b'machshavat tchila. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pene Shabbat nekabela. Hi toreri, Kiva orech kumi ori, uri, uri, shir daberi, kevod Adonai alayich nigla. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. Boi v'shalom atet bala, gam besimcha uvetzola, toch emunei am segula, boi chala. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. You may be seated. Now that we have opened our hearts and our souls with opening words of praise, we've lit our Shabbat candles and welcomed in the Sabbath bride, we are ready to segue into our Mariv service with the Chatzi Kaddish on page 144. Yitkada v'yitkada shemei rabba, ve'alma divrach yirteh v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon u'b'yomechon u'chayetecho beit Yisrael, bagala u'bizman kariv v'imeru amen. Yehesh merabba mevarach ve'alamu ame amaya yitbarach ve'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'romam v'naseh v'yitadar v'yit'ale v'yithalal shemei tekudasha b'richu leila min kol berchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiran be'alma ve'imeru amen. On page 146 is the Baruch Hu. Please prepare yourself for the call to worship. Et Adonai HaMevorach Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam va'ed HaMevorach Le'olam va'ed. You may be seated. We continue together on page 149. This is an hour of change, and within it we stand uncertain on the border of light. Shall we draw back or cross over? Where shall our hearts turn? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? This is the hour of change, and within it we stand quietly on the border of light. What lies before us? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? Baruch atah Adonai hama'ariv aravim. Page 151. Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha Ahavta, Amcha Ahavta, Torah u'mitzvot, Chukim u'mishpatim, Otanu limadeta, Otanu limadeta. Al ken Adonai Eloheinu b'shachteinu, uvkumenu nasiach bechukecha, v'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, uv'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed. Ki hem chayenu, ve'orech yameinu, uvahem nege yomam v'layla, nege yomam v'layla. Lehavatcha al tasir, mimenu le'olamim, Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. On pages 152 and 153 is the Shema, followed by the Ve'ahavta. I invite you to prepare yourselves for these words of Torah. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha. V'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shiftecha b'beitecha uv'lechtecha b'derech uv'shachtecha uv'kumecha uv'shartam le'ot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot b'neinecha uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uv'yisharecha leman tizkeru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'hitem kedoshim Elohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim Lihiyot lachem Elohim, ani Adonai Elohechem. You may be seated. Page 157. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands, marching together. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha ne'etar b'kodesh, nora tehilot osef eleh, nora tehilot osef eleh. Malechutecha ra'u vanecha, lokei hayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam, ze eli anu ve'ameru, ze eli anu ve'ameru. Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael. Page 161. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Adonai, help us to walk with good companions, to live with hope in our hearts and eternity in our thoughts, that we may lie down in peace and rise up waiting to do your will. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom, aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim. Page 162. Veshamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. Veshamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael oti le'olam, oti le'olam. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et ha-shamayim ve'et ha'aretz. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. Vayom hashvi'i Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. We come now to the central portion of our evening prayer. The Amidah begins on page 164 and continues over the next few pages. I invite you to prepare yourselves now for these set of blessings. Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Eternal God, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your glory. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, El Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomer Chasadim Tovim, v'Konei Hakol, v'Zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot, u'Mevi Geula livnei v'neihem, Le'man Shemo be'ahava, Melech Ozer u'Moshia u'Magi. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Abraham ve'Ezrat Sarah. Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh hakol atah rab lehoshia. Morid hatal, Mechakel chayim bechesed. Mechayeh hakol berachamim rabim. Somech noflim verofeh cholim. Umatir asurim, umekayem emunato, vishenei afar, michamocha ba'al gevurot, umidom melech, melech memit umechayeh, umatzmiach Yeshua, v'ne'eman ata lahachayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai, mechayeh hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kadoshim b'chol yom yahalelucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. You may be seated. We continue together on page 173. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day, and may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai, Mikadesh HaShabbat. Page 175. Ever-present one, may we, your people Israel, be worthy in our deeds and our prayer, wherever we live, wherever we seek you, in this land, in Zion restored, in all lands. You are our God, whom alone we serve in reverence. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otcha levadcha b'yirah na'avod. God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth which day by day sustains us. For all these and more, we offer thanks. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulecha na'el lehodot. Page 178. Shalom Rav, Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav, Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech Adon, B'chol hashalom. V'tov b'necha livarech et amcha Yisrael, B'chol eit uv'chol sha'a, Bishlomecha. Shalom Rav, Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav, Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Baruch atah Adonai, hamivarech et amo Yisrael, ba'shalom. We take a moment now for silent prayer. You might use the words on pages 180 and 181, or the meditations of your own heart. Yehiyu l'ratzon imrefi v'hegyon libi lefanecha Adonai tzuri Adonai tzuri v'goali We also turn our thoughts now to those among us who are ill, or injured and in need of healing. We have on that list, we have on our Mi Sheberach list this week, Ricky Grant, Mary Kennedy, Edith and Norman King, Skip, Kathy, and Jeffrey Brace, Denise Logan, Ruth Brenner, John Kaur, Rosalind Cantu, Karen Thompson, Sharon Buell, Jean Walker, Louis Perlman, Eileen Milner, Mike Haug, Bill Brooks, Brianna Campbell, Josiah Pendleton, Denise Smith, Lori Perry, Scott Platts, Dave Avery, Burke Asher, Bob Katz, Bob Sparkman, Gail Garifo, Cheryl Mann-Ho, Seal Honig, Wendy Labenow, Benjamin Hartman, Scott King, Chegg King, McKenna Heiss, Nick Joliot, Rebecca Barnes, Steve and Marion Renard, Bernard Strassner, Robin Cohen, Ethan Cantwell, Pam Dabbs, Louis King, Fran Warona, Ariel Botsluva, Ann O'Neill, Maximo Alexander, and Rafael Lopez. If anyone else has a name they'd like to share at this time, please do so. The Mi Sheberach is on page 371. We hold in our hearts all those in need of healing of mind, body, and spirit. Mi Sheberach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Ve'imotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mi Sheberach Imotenu Mekor HaBracha La'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. We also pray for the health and safety of all those in our community who are active military duty, first responders, and peacekeepers, those around the world whose jobs are dangerous so that our lives might not be. We have on that list Oni Hinnanen, Joshua Ehrlichman, Martin Brown, Richard Rubino, Howard Mergler, Kyle Smet, Andrew Booth, Joseph Cald, Daniel and Bridget Stambowski, many members of the Nemero family, Pete Abelson, Jeremy Sharkey, Benjamin Hurd, Alexander Furman, Daniel Gilman, Curtis Miller, Rob Apgar, Ben Farrell, Caleb Menzies, Francis Petraka, and Noah Kaplan, and of course all those in the armed services and on ships at sea that tune in and watch us from our live stream. May the one who blessed our fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and our mother, Sarah, Rebecca, Leah, and Rachel, bless those who are serving in our armed services. May God guard them and keep them from harm. If they find themselves in danger's path, may God bring them back whole of mind and body to all those who love them. May it be your will, Adonai Tzevaot, to lead them to safety and to protect them from each and every enemy and ambush. May God make their journey successful and guard their going out and coming in with mercy and love, and let them be blessed to return home with life and peace now and forever. And let us say, Shabbat Shalom, everyone. This week's Torah portion, Parashat Chukat, focuses a lot on water. how it nourishes, how it purifies, how it can be monetized, how it can be withheld. It starts out with ritual laws commanding a cleansing done with living waters after a person has come into contact with a corpse. It continues with the narrative of the wells drying up after Miriam's death and the plight of a thirsty, wandering people through a desert. The arguable climax of this part of the narrative is the infamous tale of God telling Moses to speak to the rock that water may spring forth, but instead he strikes the rock twice and speaks condescendingly to the thirsty children of Israel as he does so. As a result, he is forbidden from entering the Holy Land. The Parsha continues on from there about the attempts to enter the Holy Land and finding barriers from the people already living there. Moses promises them that they will not drink from the well, which may mean we will not take your resources, we will not drink from your wells, although some rabbis also argue it may mean we will not drink from our own well, but promise to buy sustenance from you and support your local economy. Either way, they are completely denied and forced into violent conflict and more wandering as they seek another route to enter their promised land. On the matter of the living waters, the Hasidic masters say, in other words, a spring which runs dry even once in 7 years is considered false, even if there is water flowing in it currently. This is the lesson in the meaning of truth. Something which exists under certain circumstances but ceases under other circumstances is not true even when it does exist. So the purifying waters have to be from a continuously flowing stream. The flip side of that commentary from the Hasidic masters is that some things are still true even when we cannot see them, or if we try to ignore their reality, that doesn't make them go away. In reading this commentary, I was reminded of the anonymous Holocaust-adjacent poem, I believe in the sun even when it is not shining. I believe in love even when finding it not. I believe in God even when God is silent. Goodness, light, love, and the divine spirit are present even when we feel at our lowest. And, unfortunately, injustice, darkness, and brokenness are present in the world even when we try to look away from it. On the matter of the attempts to enter the Holy Land and being met with resistance, Rabbi Shai Held reminds us that the main lesson of the Torah is, be kind to the stranger, for you are strangers. Although we most often hear this in connection with the experiences of Egypt, it is true here as well, as our people seek to resettle in the land that has always been their promised land, a piece of their familial tales. We remember to be kind to travelers, for as travelers, our lives are made even more difficult than they needed to be. Now, our country is currently facing a crisis with immigration. Due to many instabilities throughout the world, some of which our own foreign policies have contributed to, we have seen an increase in refugees and asylum seekers in recent years, some of whom are people seeking safety in these lands without the access to the proper channels of legal resettlement. As Jews with a long history and a varied cultural memory of being wanderers, refugees, exiles, outsiders in lands we thought of as part of our own, it is our responsibility to acknowledge the injustices happening now. In some of the detention centers, which primarily and racially target Central and South American immigrants, people are being denied, among other basic human necessities, fresh waters. There are no living waters with which to cleanse, and in some cases, people have reported being told to drink out of the toilet as drinking water is withheld from them. These camps are just one aspect of the wider concerns of American hospitality and Jewish values, of being kind toward immigrants, standing up for justice, recognizing and telling the truth. They happen to be very distressing to me, but there are so many areas to get involved with these wider issues aside from that particular aspect. We must use our cultural memories as Jews as a teaching tool, to learn from history, to face the dark truths we'd rather pretend don't exist, and do what we can to change the situation going forward. Thankfully, at Ner Shalom, we are already doing this as a community. We have signed our Good Neighbor partnership, and just this week had our training with the staff liaison at Lutheran Social Services. We will be settling a refugee family from Afghanistan, showing the hospitality that is denied to the Israelites in this week's Torah portion, and bringing the divine light and love of Judaism into the holy work of welcoming the strangers. If you weren't able to attend the training, I hope you will still find ways to plug in and help. It is a big task we as a community have taken on, but with the help of our own good neighbors at Dar al-Nor, and with all hands on deck from here at Ner Shalom, it won't be too much work for any of us to accomplish. This Shabbat, may you feel the sunshine on your skin and have plenty of water to cool you down and slake your thirst in the hot sun. May you feel the love of community and the friendliness of strangers, and may you share your divine spark with the world. Amen and Shabbat Shalom. We turn now toward our concluding prayers. I'd like to invite back up the Waldmans and Juliet to open the Ark for the Aleinu, which can be found on page 586. And I invite everyone else to prepare yourself for the Ark to be opened. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים, לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא, יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. You may be seated. We turn our thoughts now to those who are with us in spirit, but no longer in body. This week marks a yahrzeit for Alan Kaplan, Craig Siegel, Norman Rosen, Frank Pace, Ida Marshall, Alex Kantrovich, Lillian Wattenmaker, Thelma Oventhal, Lillian Leventhal, Brianna Brenner Giffen. And we are within the year of mourning for Renee Adler Kaplan, Ivy Bells, Lee McCoy, Jeannie Grissom, Betsy Klarman, Daniel Stein, Joyce Feinberg, Richard Gottfried, Rose Mallinger, Jerry Rabinowitz, Cecil and David Rosenthal, Bernice and Sylvan Simon, Melvin Wax, Irving Younger, Alexandra Haley, Pat Burton, Tony Gerisi, John Jenkins, Peter Winkler, Bernice Strassner, Lori Gilbert Kay, Roland Lane, Larry Washington, Dean Ashley, Sophie Levy, Donna Thatcher, and Deborah Friedlander. And if anyone else has a name they'd like to share at this time, please do so. The Mourner's Kaddish is on page 598. Mourners and those who wish to join them may rise. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach hiruteh v'yamlich malchuteh, b'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'v'zman kari v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam olamei amaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, V'yit hadar, v'yit aleh, v'yit halal, shemei t'kudasha barichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tush bechata v'nechemata, damiran ba'alma v'imru, amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. You may be seated. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru, imru, amen. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. V'imru, amen. We don't have a whole lot of announcements as it is July and things are pretty quiet here. As I mentioned, we just had our Good Neighbor training on Wednesday. If you are not able to come to that but do want to be involved, please send me an email. Otherwise, we have Shabbat services next week at 7:30, a sing-along the week after that at 6:30, and then of course services at 7:30 again, and book club July 31st. And then that's kind of it for this month. Do you want to go forward? Okay. So that's July. See you next week. Our closing song tonight will be Shalom Aleichem on page 627. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Barachem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu ni l'shalom. Shalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Please join us for